Hey guys, welcome back to FIFA 23 Parma Career Mode, and this is potentially going to be, or actually this is going to be the last episode of the season. So we pretty much have 4 more games to go in the league, but we already know that we have claimed to be the champion already, even though mathematically I think we would claim to be the champion a little bit earlier than what the animation told us to be. But unfortunately, with the whole breaking news with the FIFA 23 within that career mode, it wouldn't even tell you until you're being officially crowned. Seeing that animation celebration, then they will see you as a champion. But like I said, 4 more games to go. Pretty much, you have we have nothing to play for, to be honest. We do have a big game against Juventus in the second leg. So that one's going to be a big one, but at the same time, we don't know whether we are going to win that game or not, because we are very close to go to the final. But that is pretty much our aim for the moment. But at the same time, it looks really really tough. So right now, pretty much we already won the league already. We're getting promoted. We are going to be playing in Serie A in the next season. So what I'm trying to do is trying to put all the reserve players, or the players that don't really have a lot of chances to play, allowing them to play a little bit. I mean, in the end, I of course do want to have some of the players to get a little bit of a game time, but at the same time, I'm trying to keep some of them fit for the Juventus game. But at the same time, I don't want to overuse them. I don't want injury to happen to any of our squad member at the moment. As long as they're healthy, that's all that matters. And even though no matter how much I want to, kind of give Buffon a rest, I just couldn't. Even though we have a reserve goalkeeper, I believe his name is Carvi, something like that, Italian goalkeeper. But 60 rated overall. I mean, I'm still not going to shame myself or make myself ashamed or feel shame about this squad selection that I have. But anyway, right here, second game in this episode against SPR. Crap, I forgot the name of it. But I mean, so far we haven't scored a lot of goals in general, which is normal because the squad is definitely weaker than before. But certainly, I do love a more realistic scoreline. For example, 2-1, beating Spal 2-1. But unfortunately, Antonio Romano will be out for 2 months. Again, this is very, very a tough situation. I know I'm not going to play him in the Juventus game at all, but the fact that just getting called up, just being called up and being one of the first youngsters to be being called up and not getting the chance to be featured in the semifinal or even the last few games of the season kind of sucks, because that's the moment where he should be, playing a little bit more, trying to stay sharp, trying to stay fit. But unfortunately, I don't have the chance for that anymore. And right now, we are here with the big game. This is the biggest game we have played against Juventus, away from home. This is going to be a tough one. Like I said, I didn't know that. I certainly didn't. I certainly didn't know that there's a second leg. But certainly, right now, it wouldn't matter, because 5 minutes in, Keane has scored. And this is one of the players that Moises Keane is actually one of the players that I'm looking to buy in the next few seasons, because he looks really good in the game. And later on, Buffon, I don't know what he was doing there. But defensively, not quite sure what Amay was doing. But this is a kindergarten style defending right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's just looks very easy for Juventus. 18 minutes in, here comes Moises Keane. Turn and shoot. We made them look so easy at the moment. This is, by any chance, is the ultimate humiliation. It's just tough, man. I mean, 21 minutes in the score. Yeah, we score 1 goal back, but that doesn't mean anything, because on aggregate we are 3-0 down. Earlier on, I did say, or maybe in the last episode, I was looking to perhaps win, to win the game, but right now looking very unlikely. 4-1, Vlahovic scoring his second goal of today's game. Aggregate score 8-4. I really, really wanted to quit the game. There's no point playing, to be honest. 66 minutes in, here comes Moises Keane. allowing him to shoot that goal, and he did. 66 minutes in, 5-1. I can't be asked anymore at the moment. I just want to give up. I just don't want to play this game anymore. Vlahovic scoring another hat trick. So 2 sets of hat trick for 2 different players. Moses Keane and also Vlahovic, and later on 74 minutes in. We're trying to get a goal back, but Sierra unfortunately picked up an injury, and later on our youngster Cassidy scored beauty. Chesney, to be fair, did kind of react that goal quite late. And later on, Juventus make this game to 7-2. So Moises Keane again, 7-2. Aggregate score 11-5. May scoring another one. I believe his second goal in his senior career. But on aggregate, we look very. I don't want to record anymore, man. I don't want to show what has happened. This is probably the worst defeat I ever had in any of the career mode. I know beating Juventus could be very difficult, but I didn't think it was going to be impossible. And 8-3 is the final score. 11-goal thriller. And, wow, I mean, I don't know who to blame. The whole defense has to be blamed. Buffon arguably could be blamed as well, but in general, the whole team did not play well. On aggregate score, we lost 12-6, and I don't think you guys have ever seen a scoreline like that before, especially on aggregate score. You know what? We can do the math a little bit. Divided by 6, we pretty much lost 1-0. In the aggregate series. So the cup competition, it's none of our business anymore. I mean, we are officially out. And pretty much at the same time, our season is technically over, but 2 more games to go. Hopefully, we are going to end with a bang. I mean, I don't think mathematically we are still in the race for a century of points, but we're getting there. I mean, hopefully we will get there at one point. Right now, we're playing against Pisa. 10 minutes in, here comes Pisa, very, very early on, scoring the first goal. 10 minutes in, it seems very easy. The defense just kind of very leaky at times. 16 minutes in, here comes Pisa once again to Morio, to that number 18, and somehow it lands it right back, Morio, and they make it 2-0. Schoolboy defending once again. I mean, speechless in terms of that. But at the same time, let's just kind of celebrate the last two games of the season. I mean, there's nothing we can play for at the moment, which is fine for me. I think the exciting part of the end of the season where I can use players like Antonio Romano, but unfortunately, he is no longer healthy at the moment. But Pisa scoring the 3rd goal pretty much kind of sets the pace, sets the tone for the rest of the game. Parma, we score another one. Bodanci with another goal right there. 2 goals. But unfortunately, that was pretty much the end of the game. I mean, all the goals coming from the first half, but not the second half. It shows that the previous defeat seems to be a great mental deficit right there. A definitely big crush to the morale in general. But here it is, the Benevento, the last game of the series. Not the last game of the series, the last game of the season. Game number 38 out of 38, and let's try to win this game with a bang. I mean, yeah, I know it was a very disappointing cup exit, but we cannot undermine with a game like that. So 7 minutes in, Benevento, a great play right there in general, but defense comes into question once again. 10 minutes in, here comes Bodanci to Cassidy, scoring his 2nd goal right there. I believe that is his 3rd goal already for the club, and this is probably one of my would have been my favorite goal. Here comes Sandy Macchia, trying to knuckles this one to top left corner, hits the post, but off the off the player or Cassidy, scoring his 2nd goal. But honestly, if that would have scored, it would be my first free kick goal in this FIFA 23. I mean, I have been having a lot of trouble with the free kick in general, but here we are, almost going our first one. It would have been amazing. It would have been a perfect story for what if that goal score. But anyway, we ended this season with a bang, 3-2. Defensively, not the best, but offensively, just good enough to carry over the line. Right there, 97 points in the end with the goal difference of 81, scoring 139 goals and conceding 58, winning 31, drawing 4, and losing 3 in general. I don't really care who ended up in second or who's going to make it in the playoffs. All you need to know is that, hey, first season in, a pretty successful season, a very interesting season. The fact that there's 16 foreign players in the club. I decided to sell all of them or switch or trade all of them to another club for more Italian players coming in. I know this series is more of a youth career mode in some sense, but I think it's quite tough to do that, especially if I want to be promoted in the first season. But in general, the squad is relatively it's all right. Of course, player of the season for me has to be Baldanzi. The next player has to be Pellegrini, our striker, scoring 32 goals if I remember correctly. And also Sierra as well, who's the left midfielder, wide midfielder, scored quite a lot of goals for us as well. Sanimakia, his loan is about to expire, but no chance I'm going to trying to extend his contract. So looking at the squad one final time, yes, we receive a deal for Kovi, the goalkeeper, and also a defender for Circade. I believe so. Both of them, their bid has been accepted, so they will be leaving the club by the end or at the start of the season. But let's take one last look at our squad again. A whole transformation. It's just a drastic change compared to when I first, play the first game or record the first episode. It's just new faces right now. Of course, going to the next season, the expectation is to trying to stay, try not to get relegated. That's an obvious thing, but let's just make a European spot. Let's just go for that. I mean, the squad certainly doesn't look very, very good overall compared to other squad, but I'm sure we have quite a lot of young players. They can definitely grow to be one of the best Italian players ever. So here we are, end of the season review. In the end, getting first semi-final in the Coppa Italia. But for the group stage, doesn't matter. But I think in general, this season has to be a 9 out of 10 for me. That 1 point is pretty much very simple. Even if we lost maybe a goal or two, like 2-1, 3-1, I'll be okay with it. I will still give it a 10 out of 10. But the fact that losing, conceding 8 goals in the end, I think that was pretty much the tipping point, and that's why that 1 point drop in the end. So thank you guys for tuning in for the last game of this season. I believe the next season will be out tomorrow, hopefully, if I'm not too tired to record any of the video. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.